Hello, and welcome to another quick yarn review. First off and foremost, the Safari Pikachu is done by Loop-de-Dupes over on Etsy and I think also Instagram. So I decided to make this pattern because I knew that I had some yellow yarn. This is actually very orange in person. I don't know why it's like goldenrod on screen, but it's actually very orange. This is more of a shiny orange Pikachu. He's Hawaiian. He's been sunburned. But I figured since I was looking over some Joann's yarns, I might as well review this one as well. This is the KC Essential Wool. I got it because it said that it was 100% wool, and it is. It is 100% wool. I don't believe it's a crochet yarn because like every time I try to crochet, the spin of it unravels, and you can see that like there's a whole bunch of like. It's like 20 plies in here and they unravel and you will get one of these small little bits. So like you can pull it tight, but then it puffs itself back up. It's not a chain stitch though. It's all these individual plies and you'll get one of these like caught on your hook. Look at that. You can get one of these caught on your hook and then it like snags. And so it forces me to crochet actually a lot slower because I'm being so mindful of how this is unraveling basically as I'm crocheting. I do remember a video saying that there's S twist and Z twist, and I believe Z twist is the one that you want for crochet. And while this does say it's knit and crochet, I actually think this is meant for knitting because the action of crocheting is like, you can see that it is twisted, right? You can see that it does have a twist to it. If it'll focus. It does have a twist to it. But as I'm crocheting, it's like going back this way, which is unraveling the twist. And that's why I think this might be the twist that is meant for knitting and not for crocheting, because the act of crocheting, you're undoing the twist. It smells fine. It works up fine. It is 100% wool. I think it's merino. Yeah, it's merino. It's a superwash. This doesn't feel like the superwash like the Cascade 220 feels scratchy. This does not feel scratchy. This feels smooth. It is nice. I thought it was a chain stitch. It's not. It's plied. It is fine. I did use a... So this toy actually is a mix of a 2.75 and a 3.5 hook, depending on what I was working with. I think this I used a 2.75. Yeah, I used 2.75 for this. But for the green, which is the other bit that I reviewed earlier, this I used a 3.5 because it just was collapsing so far down. It is a fine yarn. I wouldn't say that it's a budget yarn, but since it is available at Joann's, you have more availability to access it. And I think it comes in a fair bit of colors. Again, this is more orange than what it's showing up on the camera. This is very orange. Like tangerine orange. It's very, very orange. It works up fine. The toy actually looks pretty dang good in it. You can see like the increases and stuff at the neck handled really well. But you can just sort of tell that like there are sections where I had to sort of just go slow to make sure it was working. And then if we look at the bottom of the toy, you can see how it handled decreases and then cinching the magic ring. It didn't quite want to behave. This sort of reminds me of the Mila Mila yarn, where like it is wool, it's good, it does work, and as long as your magic rings, you're securing them very carefully and you're putting them where someone won't necessarily see them, it's fine. Yeah, it's I bought it because I needed it, not because I wanted it, and I don't think I'll buy it again. It's a perfectly fine yarn. It was a pain to work with personally with crochet. For knitting, it's probably fine. All right, if you enjoyed this review, go ahead and check out my channel. I have several other reviews, primarily in wool yarn. And again, this Safari Pikachu dice bag is available from Loop-de-Dupes. Pattern right here. Over on, I got it off of Etsy. I think they're also on Instagram and whatnot. All right, bye.